Hi there, my darling Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the month of January 2026. Happy New Year, my darling Cancerians. I hope this year brings you health, wealth, prosperity, peace, joy, happiness, love, all those beautiful good things that you desire in 2026. So, my darling Aquarians, Cancerians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with the secret manifestation cards. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know for this month of January 2026? What messages does Cancer need to know for this month of January 2026? Full moon in Taurus, detoxify, yeah. And I mean, January is a good time to detoxify, my darling Cancerians, especially if you have overindulged a little bit over the festive season, which we all can do from time to time. There's no shame in that, but I would say a lot of people will be using January to detoxify their body, rest, relax, recover, gather their resources, all that kind of energy. And there's been a few readings that have had that energy in them. So, I wouldn't be surprised if, we should all be rest, relaxing, recovering, detoxifying, getting ourselves ready for, another busy year ahead, I would say. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know for the month of January 2026? What does Cancer need to know for January 2026? Oops. 8 of Swords, the Hierophant, and the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands has come up a lot in these readings, so I feel that there will be a lot of people feeling victorious in the month of January, which is good. All right, my darling Cancerians, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the 8 of Swords, and look, the 8 of Swords is self-imposed restriction. It's that, self-sabotage type of energy, that energy where you feel, that you just can't get out of your head type of energy, my darling Cancerians. You can see she's got this blindfold on here, and she's got very loose bindings around herself, and the swords are around her. The blindfold in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition, my darling Cancerians, but it's also what you cannot see as well. You can see here she could easily take that blindfold off. She could easily remove those bindings from around her and step into the beautiful flow. I feel this water here represents the flow of life. I do feel this is energy left over from last year for you, my darling Cancerians, that you're in that, you were feeling in that energy of just being so busy that you felt trapped by the energy, and you sort of ended that year with this. You've sort of brought this back through from 2025, my darling Cancerians. You've got a final push here to let it go. Detoxify this energy, my darling Cancerians. It is not serving you. Let it go. Remove the blindfold. Remove these bindings from around you and step into this beautiful flow. Leave this energy behind you, my darling Cancerians, because it is not serving you anymore. You must leave this behind you. And then you've got the Hierophant here. So this is Taurus energy. So if you do have Taurus in your chart at all, I would encourage you to go and watch the Taurus reading. It is also an energy of blessings as well. It can be a marriage card. So, but I'm not feeling that off this reading. I'm feeling more that this is you receiving blessings, or that some situation that you went through was a blessing for you, my darling Cancerians. In the traditional tarot, there is this priest here, and then there's two other people here, and they're receiving a blessing. And the priest is holding up his hand like this, which is the symbol of a blessing. So I do feel that whatever has happened to you, or whatever this Eight of Swords energy is a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise, is what I feel for you, my darling Cancerians, because it's made you realize what you don't want to bring into 2026, my darling Cancerians, if that makes sense. So I do feel this Hierophant energy for you is blessing in disguise. So, take that how it resonates. But I feel that once you can recognize that energy, once you recognize that this was a blessing in disguise and release it, your rest of January is going to be, you're going to feel victorious for the rest of January, my darling Cancerians, because you have the Six of Wands here. So, as I said, the Six of Wands is a card of victory and success. She is being celebrated. You can see she's got a victory wreath here. There's another one underneath her crown. And these people, they're celebrating her. She has returned home from a journey, my darling Cancerians, and she is being celebrated for what her accomplishments, what she's gone through, what she's been through, my darling Cancerians. And I feel that you will be celebrated. I feel as you come to the end of January, this is how you're going to be feeling. You're going to be feeling victorious, successful, that you've accomplished what it is that you've wanted to accomplish. And I feel what you've wanted to accomplish is to leave behind that Eight of Swords energy, and that you've realized that what you went through was a blessing in disguise, my darling Cancerians, and that will allow you to feel victorious here. That will allow you to feel that you're celebrate that energy of yourself, my darling Cancerians. I feel that you will be celebrating yourself here. That's the energy I'm feeling off this card for you. So, yeah, I love that energy for you. I mean, it's pretty straightforward reading. Most of the readings that I've done have been really straightforward, not needing to go off too much about each one. So if I'm going to put it all together for you, I just feel for you to use this time in January to really detoxify any negative energy. And by negative energy, I mean this Eight of Swords, this self-imposed restriction. Get rid of this energy. Release it. Let it go. It is not serving you. But realize what you went through was a blessing in disguise, because what you have learnt from this, so if you take the lessons and the love from this situation, you will realize it was a blessing in disguise, my darling Cancerians. And that whole realization will allow you to feel that you've had a victory over this situation, my darling Cancerians. That you'll celebrate yourself for getting over this energy. Feel victorious, feel successful, my darling Cancerians, for getting over this energy, and move into 2026 with success, victory, joy, happiness, my darling Cancerians. That's what I feel is coming in for you for this month of January 2026. So I love it for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would really love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow. I'd love it to be able to move this channel more forward in 2026. I would love it to be able to grow more in 2026, because it just helps me, makes me know I'm on the right track, my darling Cancerians. So thank you. All right, let me get final messages for you, my darling Cancerians. Who you really are. I am whole. I am perfect. I am strong. I am powerful. I am loving. I am harmonious. I am happy. Yes. All these affirmations put them in the comments below. Speak them out loud to yourself, my darling Cancerians. This is part of the detoxifying process. Speaking what you want out loud. 2 powerful words. I am. Here they are. Who you really are, my darling Cancerians. I am whole. I am perfect. I am strong. I am powerful. I am loving. I am harmonious. I am happy. Love this for you, my darling Cancerians. So yes, make sure you put those in the comments below. But this kind of energy here is what heals this energy, my darling Cancerians. So yeah, love this reading for you. I feel that by the end of January, you are going to feel victory and success. And I love this for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.